Assalamu alaikum, family. Hopefully, you guys can hear me now. But I wanted to do this live because I am starting a series called Authentic Business with Brother Ben X. And my hope is that I create something. I was thinking about this 2 days ago. And I said, man, I need to just document my journey again. Many people remember when I first started, I documented a lot of my journey and things of that nature. But recently, I haven't. I just haven't had the time to do it. So I'm going to start doing it again now. And so this episode is going to be called "Naive Integrity." We'll get into why I'm calling it that in just a minute, but we're going to call this episode "Naive Integrity." Now, somebody said the audio is low. Can y'all hear me? Wait. How about now? Is this better? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. Is this better? Comment the word yes if you can hear me. Comment the word yes if this is better. Testing, testing, one, two, three. This ain't better? Okay, somebody's saying it's better. Some saying it's still low. Okay, somebody said much better. All right, cool. All right, so let me do an introduction. We're going to start take two. Um, my name is Brother Ben X. I am a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I am the founder of the program Digital Real Estate. Over the past 3 years, I've been able to help several different companies combined make over $10 million online through digital products. What I do best is I help people discover, package, and present their impact to the world by way of digital real estate. And the reason I wanted to create this podcast, family, is it's gonna be authentic. You know, there's a lot of people who only talk about the ups of business. They only talk about how they made millions. They only talk about how they make thousands a day, a second. But what about those times when you're struggling? Why don't we share those stories for those who are going through similar things? So I want to be authentic. And not that I haven't been authentic. Some of y'all know some of my worst stories already. But some stories y'all are not aware of, or they may be out there, but you're not aware that they are out there. So I want to share this. Um, and today we're going to talk about a story about how. Wait, y'all, man, I'm listening on my phone. Yeah, man, I'm listening on my phone. I can hear y'all. Got to turn y'all stuff up. And I see my brother will be successful. Brother Tareed has tuned in, and I'm glad you tuned in because this story is going to involve you. I don't know if well, you was a part of this story, so you know kind of the beginning of this. But let me give you guys the backdrop and bring you all the way up. Um, Man, when I first started entrepreneurship, I started I sold candy. Not only did I sell candy, man, I sold hot Cheetos, I sold honey buns, Skittles, Starburst. When I went to South Oak Cliff High School, yeah, Oak Cliff. Now I went to Oak Cliff, so there's women at that time who had the big eyelashes, big eyelashes. We in the hood, so not only did I sell hot Cheetos, honey buns, big Texas, I also sold eyelashes at school. I was just a straight up entrepreneur. I knew I never wanted to be someone who just worked a job. I always wanted to do something for myself. So my very first job, man, I don't know what's going on. I hate to continue because it's people who's telling me I'm low, but I got it turned all the way up, man. Damn, hold on. Man, I don't know what else to do, man. I'm loud as I can be. Hold on, let me see if it's something. I'm loud. Okay, is this better? Check, check, check. Hey, hey. Hold on, man. Let me see something else. Cause I'm loud as I. Check, check, check. Is this better? This it look like I'm super loud with this one. Is this better? Check, check, check. There it is. Yeah, this better. I see it. Damn, now I gotta start all the way over, man? And I hate to start all the way over, but I gotta start all the way over, man. All right, let's start over. Take three. Godly. I appreciate y'all for being patient with me. Take three. All right, so my name is Brother Ben X, man. I'm a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I've been able to help bring in over the past 3 years from several companies I've been co-founder of, over 10 million in sales. What I specify and what I specialize in is I help people discover their gift, package their gift, and present their gift by way of digital real estate. And so today we're going to start a series called Authentic Business with Brother Ben. And the reason I wanted to start this series is because so many people talk about the good. I made millions. I'm just super duper businessman. We getting funding. We doing this, but we never show people about the other side of business when we're struggling, when we gotta sell things, when we don't know what to do in business. So I just kind of want to be authentic, man. I've already been authentic enough. Y'all know when I've had less than $3,000 in my bank account, etc. But there are some stories out there that people may not know that I kind of want to share. And I'm in a new space in my life right now as a business owner that's new for me. And so I'm going to be talking about how I'm navigating that and some of the problems that I have and some of the things that I need help with. And then it'll be good for me to just see my own growth over the years because this is a new lane that I'm taking up. But today in particular, we're going to talk about $18,000 for paperwork that didn't exist. Now, I've been pretty naive, man. I find myself being naive. And I know you're probably saying, Brother Ben, damn, boy, you've been naive here, you've been naive here. But it's like, it's different things. So I'm not trying to be naive on purpose. My mind is, let's just unite. I gotta let's unite and get something done, and then things just end up happening. I know you probably say that brother don't know, but I'm learning. This is my process of learning. This is my learning process. This is my journey. I gotta accept it. I'm better. I'm more wiser because of these situations. But hey, I done been pretty naive in some situations. So today we're gonna talk about $18,000. But let me give y'all the backstory. So as I was trying to explain when y'all said the audio was low. I've been an entrepreneur, man, since high school. Back when I was in high school, man, my mother, may Allah be pleased with her, used to get me candy from Sam's Club. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Slam. Hey, shout out to Sleepers for Suckers. I want you to stay on here too because I'm actually going to be playing your interview on here today. But I know you probably tapping in and I know you busy, but you're going to be on this podcast just in case you was wondering. She used to give me stuff from Sam's Club, and I used to sell Big Texas and honey buns and all that type of stuff. And I just knew I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, man. I never wanted to be somebody who just worked a job. So my first business, if you will, was called DFW Flyer Distributors. And what DFW Flyer Distributors was, where I would go hand out business cards to businesses, and they would pay me 5 to 10 cents per flyer or per card to pass out their flyers. This is when I'm in high school, so I'm playing AAU. So while I'm at my when I'm at my basketball game, I done hired my mom, my uncle, my best friend. So while I'm at the gym hooping, they passing out flyers for me. I'm earning $500 a week in high school, passing out 5,000, 10,000 flyers per week for businesses. That's what I was doing. Then somebody said, I remember this story. Y'all remember? Y'all, hey, ain't nothing finna be fabricated on this. When I in high school, I'm also a videographer. So I fell in love with the camera. Whenever Christmas time comes around, I'm not asking my mama for crazy stuff. I'm asking my mama for a new camera. I'm asking for a tripod. I'm asking for stuff that's going to hit a computer, things that's going to help me out in my business. And so the type of packages that I had when I was younger was I do unlimited prom pictures for $100. Now I know back now that was a bad, well, I guess it was a good deal for them. But in my mind, man, I'm just trying to get this bread, man. I take a bunch of pictures for you. If you want me to do video, I used to do video weddings and everything. So I've always been someone who's just striving to do something for myself. Now, I didn't study business. I didn't study all the different LLC structures. I just knew if I present a service, somebody will pay me. Since high school, I knew, man, I don't care about no degree. Because if I ever book somebody for a degree, for a video, they're not going to ask me for my degree. They're going to ask me, man, where's your portfolio? So in my mind, I'm thinking, man, if I have the work and I got the experience, I'll be okay. So I'm starting now, join the Nation of Islam. I'm trying to speed this up to give y'all a backdrop for those who don't know. Now I joined the Nation of Islam. This is 2015. I'm already making skits. I'm already doing videos, but now I got wisdom tied with this skill set that I have. So now where I'm at now, I'm starting to clip up the minister's lectures. It's blowing up. Wasn't nobody really doing it like that when I came in. So now you got the words at the top. Now you see everybody doing it, but I wanted to do it personally because I learned from clips and, you know what I mean? Short clips. I don't always have time to watch the 3 hours. So as I'm starting to build, I'm working at Sterilite. Now, Sterilite is like slavery to me because they got me working 12 hours a day. It's in a warehouse job that have no AC and it's in the summertime. So I'm literally not throwing boxes. I'm making boxes and putting your carts. Your baskets that y'all have. I was making those, putting the wheels on it, all while the machine's still throwing down buckets. Man, I couldn't keep up with all that. I ended up quitting that job maybe a month later. I end up saying I'm finna go full-fledged on YouTube. YouTube terminates me. I get a FedEx job. And as I'm throwing these boxes on the truck one day at FedEx, I said to myself, if I throw 1,000 more boxes on the truck next week than I did this week, my paycheck will be the exact same. And the temp season manager came by and said, we're about to be laying y'all off because temp season is basically holidays. So they hire new people, but it's only temporary. When that man told me that was my last time ever having a job. I said, I'm about to fire my boss before he fired me. You done told me you about to fire me, basically? Yeah, I ain't coming back tomorrow. I left that day and doubled down on YouTube, doubled down on videos, doubled down on giving value. And I've been free ever since. Now, my YouTube channel got terminated. My Facebook page got terminated. All this stuff is happening right now. Now at this time, I got maybe 20 streams of income. I had something called $10 Tuesdays where I would literally have people cash at me, put their email in the subject line, and I would email them long emails with PDFs of value, and I did that for gas money. So people is literally $10, and I had to manually send everybody an email because I just wanted some gas money. Now, this year, this is about 2018 going into 2019. I made $100,000 that year, over $100,000 on my own. I didn't know where the money went. I ain't managed no money. I ain't know nothing about investing and all that. But when I looked at my PayPal, and PayPal was only one stream, I made over $100,000 on my own. So I was making money through doing videos. I was making money through managing pages like Dr. Wesley page, Brother Nuri page, Brother 19 Keys page, Reza page, Young Khan, who I'm just thinking about all the pages that I'm a manager of that I was helping at that time. All these different pages, they may pay me 200 here, 100 here. I'm clipping up videos. So when y'all saw some of those people that had the words at the top, I was making those videos for them behind the scenes. So when you saw the words at the top on Brother Nuri, Brother Wesley, and they had their @ name on there, that same framework, yeah, I was editing the videos behind the scenes, growing their pages, leveraging my Facebook page to grow it. because I had over 500 million views just on my Facebook page, over 1 million followers just on my Facebook page. So this is how I was. Vicky Dillard, and this ain't no capping now. I'm not trying to. Yeah, this Vicky, sister Vicky, when she was growing, she was paying me an amount. She was going through some things at the time. I was sharing her stuff on my page. Go back and look at it. Type in my name, they name. You can see it. When she was coming up, yeah, I was sharing it. I tried to increase in price a little bit, but I was like, okay, boom, we're going to keep sharing. So I'm sharing that stuff. So that's kind of what I was doing behind the scenes, helping some of these pages get off the ground, leveraging my Facebook page. Okay. So now I'm on a panel. Okay. I'm on a panel. Well, no, let me stop there. Before the panel, I create I'm in a business. I have a manager at this time. This is like 2018. I have a manager that's helping me connect with. I have a manager that's connecting me with certain different people, right? Because she's showing me, well, I pretty much am the middleman. I connect people and I get paid a percentage. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I didn't really have no business at the time. I got a brand. I just want to help people. So I'm like, shoot, let's do something similar. I'm an affiliate. I can be an affiliate for this. I can just make sure that the people come get a good product. All right, y'all, here come the story that y'all came to look for. Now, I explain this on Sleep is for Suckers or David Shan's Social Proof podcast. So I'm going to just show y'all the video, but I'm going to give y'all a backdrop. So it's me, somebody, and somebody. I'm not saying their name. Me, somebody, and somebody. My manager, and then somebody. Bro, I'm being told you can go public. You will be the youngest. You will be the youngest black man to go public, and you need $18,000 for some paperwork. Now, knowing what I know now, right? Man, I feel so dumb. Oh my goodness. And I'm saying this is going to be a good series because y'all who coming up in entrepreneurship, y'all who are influencers who got in, now y'all can say, nah, that sounds like something that happened to bro. Listen, I feel so dumb now. But at the time, I'm like, whoa, what? We just need 18,000. Now, my mind now, I'm thinking, brother, y'all ain't even made $10,000 yet. How the hell you gonna go public? What shares is they gonna have? See, I learned this over time, but at the time, I'm like, I don't know what this means. Hey, go public. Okay, I gotta find $18,000. Now, at the time, I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest in the group. I'm just a young brother. I think I'm probably about 18, 19, something, 20. I'm real young at this time. I'm just trying to, man, make it work. I'm just trying to unite, man, and just get some impact and, man, get something in return. Man, I go find the bread. My brother who's listening right now. And I'm glad he listened because when I talk about integrity and what we've been doing, I ain't got too many witnesses. You got some witnesses, but everybody ain't going to bear witness, right? Man, look. I hit my brother up at the time. We need $18. This business I got. And I ain't even known how to really open up no bank account. Man, my manager taught me how to open up a bank account. I finally got my card with Brother Ben X name. I said, Brother Ben X name on it. I'm official now. But I was feeling good, boy. I got an LLC now. Man, I hit my brother up, man, I need 18,000. They get on, they explaining it to him, You know what I mean? It's for I don't even know what the paperwork called. I don't even know if it was even true, y'all. Man, we need $18,000 for paperwork. Now, let me tell y'all something. The 18,000 did not go to me. I gotta give you the history. The 18,000 didn't go to me. The 18,000 went to us. The 18,000 went to the business. Okay? If that was true about going public and all this, if that would have blew up, let's say that was a real thing, everybody would have benefited from whatever was supposed to happen. Okay? Now, The person who told us $18,000 for the paperwork, I found out that who introduced me to it don't really know them like that. It's as good as I thought they did. Man, they done brought me out to the golf course. Man, they done brought me down up there to the white people neighborhood. I'm looking at they restaurant. Oh, I ain't never experienced nothing like this. Oh, I'm on the golf course. They showing me this. They paying for my food. Ooh, everything is looking good. Boy, boy, look at this. Man, pay the $18,000, ain't heard nothing since. Ain't heard nothing since. Now, that's my story. Now, for y'all who may say, I don't know if that's a true story, it's documented. So let me now show you me explaining this on the podcast years ago, and then I'm gonna kind of come back and give you the commentary. Yeah, this is authentic. Now, this is authentic with Brother Ben. Boy, we're gonna talk about the good and the bad, how dumb I done been, how slow I done been. Yeah, we're gonna go into all this. Check this out. Here we go.
It's to go public. It's something that you need.
Paperwork to go public.
I wouldn't know. Man, I can't think about what it is. Maybe you.
All right, let me zoom out so that image is not the only thing that y'all see. Let me zoom out. Yeah, this. Let me see. There it is. Boom. This is a podcast from back in the day. Now, this is gonna tie into something that we're gonna talk to later. I want y'all to really be mindful of what everything that's said in this video. Be mindful. Just check it out. All right, let's play.
Put it on the screen. But it was $18,000 for this paperwork. I ain't got $18,000. So, you know me, hey man, this what it is, this what we need. This the last thing we need to make this thing happen. Mind you, we ain't made no sale yet. This is just based off of what people are saying they're gonna do. Pay $18,000. I didn't pay it. I found a brother who believed in me enough, and he puts up to $18,000. Oh, Brother Ben, this for your company. You the CEO of the company. I'm gonna put up $18,000 for the company.
Let me ask you: when you put up the $18,000, did y'all talk about like ownership, or it was just kind of like a love offering?
Well, it was he was gonna be on the board, and he was gonna get a certain percentage back and things of nature. Okay. But he wasn't worried about like getting it immediately. He like, I'm in for the long haul, right? So then we start to structure the thing, and then when I showed him my ledger how much money I want to make, he said, "Bro, do you know we already paid you like $3,000+?"
All right. Okay, let me give context on what I just said right there. When I said he, one sitting next to me, I was an affiliate of that company, right? But I was an affiliate. No. I was an affiliate. Our business was an affiliate. Okay? So keep this in mind. This is very important. I forgot to give y'all that background. So now we a company, me, my manager, and an assistant at the time. We are an affiliate for the insurance company, but it's being promoted on my page. The people are coming in through me. All the bread, all the people is going to them through me. So what I'm saying right here in this video is, hey, look at the ledger of what I've been paid. I ain't really been paid much. He says, hold on, wait, why you only got that? We've already paid you $3,000. I didn't know that. All right, so that's the background. Just wanted to give y'all the background now so y'all can understand what's being said in the video. At the time, we wasn't affiliate, but basically I was promoting it, bringing it in, but money was coming in. I'm looking at, I ain't really got that much. But then he tells me, he reveals to me, why not? I've sent y'all $3,000. All right, that's the background. Check it out.
I said, I didn't realize that. So I'm getting, because I'm getting like 15% of all revenue coming in. I'm bringing in all the influence.
Doing all the work.
I'm talking about, I'm promoting, I'm editing videos, I'm putting this out, and I'm getting 15%. And it's because I wasn't doing all the emails and everything else, but everything else wasn't making no damn money. I'm the one who bringing in the money. And so I get to 15, and so I'm like confused. I'm like, how much is a CEO supposed to get? I don't know what, I don't know what I'm supposed to get, man. Shoot.
So as y'all can see, very naive, man. Just trying to figure it out. I don't know how much a CEO is supposed to get. I don't know how much a CMO is supposed to get. I don't know. So at that time, I was receiving 15% of everything that came in. 15%. Just giving y'all the background and the history now. Let's go.
And so the person who introduced me to the person that we paid the $18,000, they kind of got into it. I realized they didn't really know them for a long time. So I'm like, hold on, what is going on here? And so recently I had to pay him back $9,000. I'm not doing business. I'm not the CEO of that company. I was kind of put down. I was like, demoted because I wasn't, active in all of the thing. I was going to be CMO because I do the marketing and all this.
All right. Now check this out. Man, Allah just showed me something. There's lessons I've been repeating. Maybe there's something that I haven't been receiving. This is in real time. This is not a game. I didn't realize this. So I said in this video, I got demoted because I had stopped doing things. But at that time, the reason I stopped doing things was because I was doing things, and when money came in, I got a small percentage of it, and I wasn't aware of where the other money was going. So I got demoted. This happened again to me. This happened again. We'll talk about this in another story, but this happened again, that same scenario. Now, in this video, everybody's laughing like that was wrong. Everybody in this video is laughing because it's like you was done wrong. You did that. You stopped, and then you was demoted. It was like, I can't believe that happened. So hold that in your head as we talk about this, as we talk about different things in my series. Okay. Damn, I didn't put that connection together. Look at this.
So you were bringing in money to do what? I mean, what was the product y'all was selling after y'all got this $18,000 to put it up?
To be honest, it was almost like an official affiliate. Because
of what though? You were getting 50%. What was the transaction?
Look, we found somebody who do credit. We're gonna get this percentage off your credit. Boom. We found Jake who did insurance. Well, we're going to get an affiliate link off your insurance. We found somebody else who did Forex. So when they come in and put their money in Forex, it's an official paperwork to do the Forex. So we basically an official affiliate company.
No. And they were this person that they was in partnership with was trying to get him to raise money to get people to invest into this public company for products and services that they didn't know.
Yeah, we never had to do the product. It was always partnerships.
He was truly clueless. Right. He was really out here like,
I get the concept. I get the concept, right? So for instance, I have like my podcast where I will definitely be getting an affiliate link, gentlemen. Just to let you know. Just let you know. Okay. So like this would be the company, and we just have affiliate links, right? So when people watch the video, they like it, they subscribe, and they buy. I get a percentage. I get the concept.
Yeah.
But I guess you weren't as involved in the business part of it, right?
Yeah, like to me, I didn't know while we was talking to them. Like there was no money being made, so it was like emails, and it was like with meeting about meetings, and
there was no
money, and so
y'all company found Jake to be a part of this.
No, we found each other.
Right.
But it was almost made as if
a corporation,
the corporation introduced us, or was going to have a meeting with us. But no, we had already talked that night, hey, we're going to get together. We're going to do business together. We already established this.
And then the CEO of that corporation tried to act like that they set this up, which is why the corporation needs to get paid. And so
for me at this time, I'm staying with my...
All right. So I was in a position, based on what was just said, where the person acted like they set this up when they didn't.
Laws at the time, because my YouTube channel got got messed up. I was gonna move out of an apartment into a home. I was gonna mortgage. Luckily, around that time, I met Jake, so I was like, well, we're not gonna mortgage. So we had moved.
We don't do mortgages?
No, we don't borrow from the bank.
We don't borrow from the bank.
So he'll get into that.
I can't wait. Finish the story.
And so I'm moving, and so since we had stopped the rent on our apartment, so we went and stayed for our in-laws. We was only gonna stay there for like three months, cause I'm thinking the corporation we finna start making all this money and things of this nature. And so when we got with brother Jake, it's like I'm doing all this work, but I'm not getting paid them. I'm getting paid like all this money's coming in to them. But I'm getting my little 15%, and then I start doing calculations like I kid you not, it's three people, it's three of us, right? I did 15% plus 15% plus 17%, and then the company was supposed to get 25%, and I broke it down to Jake one day. I feel so dumb when I broke it down to him. He said, okay, 25 plus 17 plus 15 plus 15, where the other money going? I said, damn, that's not 100%. I don't know where it's going. I said, bro, I don't know.
My goodness, looking back on this, boy, I done came a long way. Damn, I done came. So basically, to give you guys a little history, I was basically an affiliate. I had a following. I wanted to help people. I wanted to unite. But what I learned, and one of the lessons that I learned is, yeah, you can want to unite, but you have to put a business hat on. If you don't know it, find somebody that can help teach you to see from a business mindset. What I have learned over the years is that, and I had a long conversation with a sister the other day. She said, you can't be Brother Ben in business. I said, damn. You can't be Brother Ben in business. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us that business is cold. And I heard that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had his ministers not doing business because you can't mix. When you code as a minister and a redeemer, you're super optimistic. It's about redeeming. Everybody makes mistakes. And that business, bro, is numbers, cutting dry. It's cold. You got to learn how to balance that. You can't be just, oh, it'll work. No, not in business. So that's one of the things I've learned, learning. But yeah, as y'all can see, I was pretty slow. Let's continue though. Let's continue. Here we go.
And so yeah, man. So stuff happened.
Man, I love your transparency, brother.
I got out of it, and then we found a partnership because he realized, bro, you're not getting the proper percentage. You're not being treated right. And around that time, I had.
All right. So listen. The reason I even this is 2019 at this time. The reason I partnered even with that, what was being told to me is that you're not being treated right. You're not being paid right. You're not getting the right percentage. You're not getting what this is what's happening. Hey man, come here because you're not getting the right percentage. Come here because you're not being paid properly. Come here because you're being taken advantage of. The history. Here we go. Let's continue.
Started to promote him on my platform, and some people was like, don't promote him, don't let him use you, ironically, and don't let him use you and all that. Don't post that. I'm posting it because I see he's teaching me. They're not there when he's bringing me to the office and literally breaking stuff down to me, showing me how stuff work. And he's telling me, bro, you ain't got to post nothing. You ain't got to post.
I don't want to get posted.
Yeah, I'm promoting it because I'm like, bro, but this is some good stuff. Yeah. And so we ended up creating that partnership, man, and it blew up there from there. But anyways, long story short, I had to pay back the $18,000 myself. So I paid back the 9 already.
To your guy that put
I paid off the 9 myself. Very and honorable. Then
that's very honorable too.
So before he goes into his story, the brother is watching live. He can tell you. So to the conclusion to that, y'all may be wondering, well, what happened with the $18,000? I paid back all the $18,000 myself. Now, if you listen to that, I really didn't have it. This is when if you listen to the story, this is when I'm staying with my in-laws because my main stream of income is YouTube. My main stream of income is YouTube at this time. My YouTube get banned. It gets terminated for literally no reason. They say it hate speech. They didn't even give me no strike, no warning, didn't tell me what was said. So that kind of put me in a really bad bind. when my first YouTube channel got taken away. So now I'm staying with my in-laws. You heard what I said in the video. I'm thinking it's gonna be 3 months. Man, we was there longer than 6 months at the time. So I'm trying to make it happen, you know. So this is around the time that I'm partnering. So I'm paying it back in the midst of that. Really ain't got it. I'm paying back the $18,000 because he believed in me and he invested. It was technically my company. So I paid back the $18,000 myself. But remember, the $18,000 went to the company. It didn't come to me. It went to the company. Because if the company would have used it and blew up, you already heard the percentages that was getting. Those are the percentages that was going to be split amongst everybody. This the history. All right, let's continue.
But no, before you go there, stay on that. Because in my mind, okay, I didn't know this person. I didn't really know business. I'm kind of following your lead. Can you do the other 9? You know what I mean? Can you do the other 9? I mean, and then because the company, the relationships that the money was coming in due to COVID-19, the money's not coming in like that. So I'm like, he did pay $18,000, expecting to do this. I do 9, you do the other half. The response was, the company's gonna pay it back. When I thought about it, if I'm the one who had the influence, who brought in all these people, I'm still the one who paying it. I put in the work that's generating the money to pay it back. So I'm still paying it back. And he don't want to wait years to get some little $200 or little $54 a month. So I'm going to pay back the other 9.
So I was told the company will pay back the rest. Man, that's crazy. What is crazy, boy? God said you didn't listen the first time. But so I paid back. I said, hey, can y'all help pay back? And I was told at that time, the company is going to pay it back. But if I am the one bringing in, I'm actively having to do the work to bring in the money because I have the following. In my mind, that technically, I'm paying it back still. Because y'all don't have the following. Y'all don't have a big list to bring the money. I'm having to work and bring the people in to pay that back. And what money at the time, if we're not really generating anything, how is the money going to be paid back if the company is not generating anything? So I said, hey, man, I'll pay it back. Now, this is 2018. This is not recent coming. This is like super duper young. Somebody else really, really running it, telling me I'm to see. You know, I'm really young trying to learn this stuff. But this is the history. This is my story. You know, I can't rewrite it. It's my story, man. I feel slow, but hey, I done learned a lot. This what I'm learning. But yeah, let's go back to what he was stating and what he was saying. But that is the background behind it and the reason why I'm like, well, I'll just pay it because of, I mean, what we making? Crumbs? So what we gonna pay the man $54 a month? No, man, we talking about $18,000. No, I can't. We can't do that.
Well, I already pay. I owe him $5 now. I just got to pay that off.
No, I was saying that's real honorable because when you go into a business, if the business doesn't make money, like we all put in like sweat equity. Like if we all came together and like we was like, yo, we all about to put in $5,000, right? It's 1, 2, 3, it's 6 of us. We got 30,000. If the business goes belly up, just because it was my idea, would you expect to get your 5,000 back or? Real question. Would you expect, yo, Dave, you owe me 5,000? I wouldn't.
Well, it never got off it like nothing ever, it didn't get off the ground like at all.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But if we're going into a business together, you don't get your time back for promoting.
That's true.
So somebody come and put $18,000 in an idea and it doesn't
Well, the reason
work.
I wanted to pay the $18,000 back is because the paperwork was no use. The $18,000 was for the paperwork alone. To me, if I put in $18,000 for some paperwork that was never used at all, and it really probably shouldn't have even wanted to go get the paperwork at that time because we didn't even generate any money, then I don't mind paying that back.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's super, super honorable.
So That's the story. And as y'all can see, the brother who I'm talking about is actually in the chat. He said he didn't even know none of this. But yeah, man, that's the history. That's one of the stories, man. So do your due diligence, man. Learn from me. Learn from how slow I've been. I'm a lot better now, through some things that I've been through. I'm a lot better now. I got consultants around me. I got counsel around me that I can check balance with. But at that time, man, when you're just young and you just want to do it and you just want to go and you just want to help, man, it's new, man. It's a new thing. It's so many things. Like, I don't even know what the paperwork was called, y'all. On that show, I said, was it a memorandum? I don't even know what it was called. I was just excited, like, man, gonna be the first young brother to do this. And brother gave me his key, said he was gonna give me access to his office. I never got access to his office. I said, golly, look at this. So yeah, man, that's one. That's one. And again, I don't mind sharing this authenticity, because when I get by 30-something years old, man, and I'm much wiser, I can look back at these times and say, and this is why when I look at people today, I don't judge them. I be seeing, certain people on podcasts and stuff like, hey, man, I was in the same position you had. I understand where you was at. You may not have went to business school. You may not have known all these different details that people done study. You just really wanted to help you, or you just really wanted to do for self. You just really wanted to be independent. But it's so many things that we don't know about. It's so many things that we don't know to look for. And then we appear, dumb and that nigga crazy. But no, man, I just, you just don't know. So that's my story, man. That's part one of the $18,000 non-paperwork, the $18,000 non-paperwork story, family. So anybody got any questions, man? Let's take some questions. Anybody got any questions live? Anybody got any questions for me about that journey, man, about that time? My next episode, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, because I got 2 series going on right now, and I don't want them to overlap. But I want this one to be more so about lessons, man. Just being authentic, man. Being broke, not knowing what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? All that type of stuff, because that's a real part of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is real, y'all. I can't say I can't depend on it every 2 weeks. The mental stress that, bro, if I don't make no money, these bills will not be paid. These lights will not be on. And if I get a loan, I got to pay that back. My wife talking about stop lying, saying you don't lie. I am on lie. What are you talking about? But yeah, man, this is real. This is a real thing, man. These is real emotions. These are real thoughts that go in your mind as an entrepreneur. And it's not all sweet. It's not all you gotta do is get you some business funding, and then you invest in this, and then you flip this 50 times, and then, oh boy, you're gonna be a millionaire, and you live life. Man, it's so many ups and downs, man. And maybe let me not even say that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only entrepreneur that experienced ups and downs. Everybody else seems like they got a cold highlight reel. They just they only up all the time. Shoot. All right. So somebody said, did you fire the manager? No, I left. I got demoted to CMO because I guess I wasn't doing everything else. But the main thing was bringing in the money if it's like an affiliate type of company, right? So no, I left. I switched. I went to the other company. Remember at the time he's saying, "Hey man, come over here, man. I can show you, pay you right. They messing over you. Blah 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 blah." That's so I end up that didn't work. Yeah, that didn't work. Somebody says, "Was this an IPO?" Man, listen, man. No, it wasn't no IPO. We didn't even have nothing going. We was just an affiliate. So it wasn't no IPO, OPO, APO, wasn't nothing. This wasn't real. I don't even know if that Pope 18,000 paperwork thing was even a thing. I don't know. I don't even know what the paperwork was called. I don't even know if that's a thing to pay 18,000 for paperwork. So no, this wasn't no IPO. Heck no. How was the mental process for you when you had someone invested in you, but now you have to pay them back? Man, you know what? That was a trial, man. That was a trial because in my mind, I could have easily said, yeah, the business is gonna pay you back. Because technically, just like David was saying, hey man, if you invest in a business that don't go that good, I mean, it is an investment. It's a risk, right? But in my mind, I said, what would I want done for me? That's what went through my mind. And I could have, like I said, I could have easily said, hey man, the company pay you $50 a month. But I'm like, no, bro. You believe in me. And my brand and my name was more important than that 18,000 to me. Like today, to be able to see him live with me and he can say, bro, I trusted you and you paid me back. And he didn't even know this story. He didn't know the background. For him to be on my live right now and him to bear witness, now that bro paid me everything back. In the midst of now hearing my condition at that time, that's worth more than the 18,000 to me. That was just my trial at the time. Because now I got somebody that can say, hey, I don't care what one of them niggas talking about. Hey, I know what the integrity like, or I know what he'll do behind the scene. Because this story, this was only talked about on that podcast. A lot of y'all don't know this story. So the fact that in 2024 he could bear witness and say, no, I know what he, that I just knew in my mind, man, that was worth more to me. So that's why I just said, man, I'll pay it back myself. So that's what I was thinking, man, in my mind. It was hard. Didn't know how I was going to do it. Boy, I sure didn't know how I was going to do that. I was mad like a mother. Man, I got to pay this all back myself. Because you heard what I was saying. I wanted to do at least half and half. Okay, I brought him in. So, okay, I'll pay 9. Really, everything should have really been split. But I'll pay 9. Okay, you do the other half. Man, I ended up having to do both halves. So, yeah, man, that's how that was. Somebody said, what's different with financial literacy comparing the old version? I don't know what you mean by that. Rephrase that question for me. Because you still want to be a good businessman, but didn't have the funds to pay them back. What did you do? Oh, I started paying them back what I could. Just communicate it. Start paying them back. I think I mean, he can tell you, he's in the comment. I think I was just communicating. Hey, man, I got this. I got this much. Just over time. I just communicated what I had and paid it over time. Yeah, and paid over time. Paid over time. Would you trust other black businesses the same? No. No, I'll never trust anybody the same. Not in business. And when I say I would never trust anybody like that again in business, and not even this, because there's some things that happen obviously after that I'm thinking I'm doing my due diligence on. I'm thinking I know what's going on, but then I may not. So in this situation, I was super naive. I guess I was like that twice, but I was more so like, man, that ain't my lane. And I've been like that a lot. And that's the growth I've had over the years, is that stop just saying that ain't your lane. That may not be your role, but you got to know though, son. Come on, man. You got to at least know so that, at least be aware of it. Be better. Even if you got to get an assistant, even if you got somebody, but you can't just 100% not know. So I was that type of trusting, like, man, ain't nobody going to do nothing. Because in my mind, man, I'm doing my job. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do the work. So they're going to do the same. There's no reason for them to cross me. There's no reason for them to do me wrong, right? That's my mind at the time. So I would never trust like that again. I don't think anybody should trust like that. I think that that's just too naive. Even if it's your own brother, man, get it in writing and have checks and balances and talk about it, because life happens and, different temptation, you know what I mean? So no, I could never not like not how trusting I was then. No, I don't think so. The new you versus the old you concerning money endeavor. No, restate the whole question. I don't understand the whole question. Do you feel like it would have been better doing business with the white man? No, because some of those tactics was probably learned by white men. Yeah. And there are some things where I know certain things was learned by white men because I heard it in the language. So no, yeah, I don't, I can't say that the same thing would have happened because obviously it's based on a person. But those tactics happen all the time with white men. Yeah, those same tactics, things take place with white men. Do you ever think of having silent partners? Nope. Not that I wouldn't. I don't understand all the way what a silent partner is. Is that like a silent investor? Yeah, I'm not too sure. All right, let's go to YouTube. Somebody said, how do you feel about blank calling you a con artist? At first, man, it bothered me. But then again, it's like, bro, and people know. At this point, man, I've learned to just tell your story. You got a voice and you got a mouth. You got that. Tell your own story. You got documentation, plenty of receipts, and then you got those who are in any program that can speak on your behalf. That's why I said this brother, he can speak. Anybody who's been a student or anything I've been teaching on, they can speak. Anybody who's been there to the end, they can tell you, and they have said it. That's why, it's online. People don't share those, but yeah. So yeah, at this point, I just say, well, I got my own mouth and I could tell my own story. So it's my turn. So that's how I do. And then people choose from there. If y'all judge me based on what you heard, you wouldn't with me anyway. Until you hear my perspective and my side of the story, then you judge. Then I don't care anyway. You would have been a person that if anybody would have came up and lied about me, you would have left then because you're not even asking or striving to get my perspective before making your decision. All right. Somebody said, how did your advisors allow you to be naive, brother? They failed you. No, I wouldn't say they failed me, man. No, I wouldn't say that because all my advisors didn't know everything that was going on. Whenever I have went to any of my advisors or any of my mentors, they made sure that we sat down and talked. They've tried to give paperwork. Oftentimes the opposite person just doesn't comply. So that ain't on the advisors. I would never say that any of my advisors failed me. There are some things that I won't go there, but I wouldn't say that any of my advisors failed me. Whenever they was aware of it, they gave great guidance. It's just me, man. I'm a risk taker. Yeah, I'm a risk taker. So oftentimes when I want to do something, I'm going to do it. So that's my own lessons I got to get. In my mind, if I'm looking at something and I say, man, let me try this out. They may say, hey, man, be careful. All right, brother, but in my head, okay, hey, I'm gonna just get in there and I'm trying it out. I'm documented, so that's just that's me. I jump head in. When I was learning trading, I put lost over 100,000. When I had money and people needed money and they would come on a live during the tribe and say, hey man, I want to do this, I want to do that. Hey, check your cash app. I'm sending the money, 500 here, 1,000 here, 2,000. I'm just going. I got somebody right now, shoot a sister who I helped get into a college program back in 2021. I think I paid like $3,000 loan. She didn't have nobody there to give it to her. Here, man, here go 3,000. So I'm just and my tax person got on me about that. She was going through my tax. She said, brother Ben, you can't do this. You can't give out money like this. When you don't do it properly, you got to pay taxes on this. Look at all this. So I'm I'm learning that's my personality type. There's this thing called bank I just recently learned about, and I'm a high action. and high action people they don't got rid of the system in place and all this in place. So they need somebody with them that can help them. Hold on now, come on back here. But they gotta know. Sometimes I see something, I'm just jumping in. I'm finna try this. I'm try this new website, try this new software. Cause I'm just let's go ahead and get the mistakes out the way. Come on, man. Let's go ahead and get to know. I know some people that ain't went nowhere because they just so, I don't know yet. And then you still in the same place. Me, I done jumped in, about to drown. Somebody done got me out. Now I'm learning. Now I done learn how to swim by the time you done jumped in the pool. So that's on me. I can't blame none. I can't blame no advisors or nothing like that, man. No, I can't do that. No, that ain't no now the advisor, man. That's on me. Somebody said, let me see. Taking a snapshot of your past business deals. What's your thoughts on intellectual property versus physical property? Man, I feel like if you're just asking my opinion, intellectual property, man, is to me, I don't know the base of your question, but if I'm just comparing the two, intellectual property is always better to me than physical property, because I can pass down my physical, I can pass down my intellectual property so that my children eventually can learn how to maintain the physical. I always like digital products over physical because you get you instantly impact them. You instantly get paid. It's easier to scale. You can reach more people. So yeah, I don't know the basis of your question when you ask that, but that's what I would say. I say anything physical, you need the intellectual to be able to maintain it. Even if, inshallah, I pass down wealth to my children, if they do not have the mindset of how to maintain it, then they'll lose it just like I lost it in the past. So intellectual, the scripture says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So it all starts in the mind to me. Anything physical actually was first in the intellectual. It was first in the mind. Do you get upset when people don't speak up as a witness? Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. And it's because I know that I've done it in the past. Like when somebody come out to the minister, oh man, you're not finna come out to my brother. Ain't not my man, I'm finna say something. Especially when I know. Especially when you see people like don't got the full picture. No. So, sometimes, but then all the time it's like, bro, you can't expect everybody to make a video for you. You may do it, but you can't expect everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody, that's not their personality. So, but I do really appreciate those who do speak up in the comments. I really appreciate it. Because it's one thing for you to say what you've done, and because I don't want to feel like I'm bragging. I don't want to feel like it's, so when somebody else can say it, then I can just share what you said. That's easier than me saying, well, I did this and I did this behind the scenes. I mean, it's still some stuff I ain't said I did behind the scenes. So that's weird kind of to talk about like that sometimes. But yeah, it feels good when somebody else can say, nah, I was there. I was behind. And that's always better anyway. It's better for somebody to bear witness versus you to say it about yourself. But I can't say I get mad per se. I just say I really love when those do bear witness. That's all. So that's the 18. I'm not going to drag this out, man. This is just a little small episode. I'm going to do these. I don't know how often I'm going to do them. Maybe weekly or something, man. But we're going to talk about authentic business, man. The lessons that I've learned, the mistakes that I've made, the failures, and all that different type of stuff, man. When it comes to business, it's a lot to learn, and I'm still learning. In 2024, it's new things. Like right now, I'm learning. Like I used to be a marketer. I used to be a marketer, man, and I could get away with just I got a platform. Now I got to be on meetings for sure. I had to like manage people a little bit better. I had to be aware of more things that's going on. And that's very taxing to the mind. And the average person, if you're not an entrepreneur, you don't really understand it. Like, I didn't understand it. Like, I'm saying that because I didn't understand it. When I was a solo entrepreneur and I made all that money by myself, I didn't have to meet with nobody. So there was a time in my business journey where I didn't understand why people had business meetings. Bro, y'all already agreed to it. You already know what y'all doing. Why y'all meeting so much? Now I understand it. Now I want to get on Zoom call all the time because I got to know what's going on. I got to make sure stuff getting done. So I'm in a totally different role than what I was a couple years ago. I can just get away with it. I'm the marketer. I do my thing. Don't nobody bother me. I'm a creative. I ain't trying to get it up. You know what I mean? But now I can't. Now I gotta know. I gotta know what's going on. I gotta think about systems. I gotta push systems, even if it's not me, because I'm really an action person. So maybe if systems not my thing, I have to force myself to think like that because I'm responsible for that. I gotta think about customer service. I gotta think about payroll. I gotta think about, hey man, there's gonna be several months where I'm not gonna be getting paid from the company, but the people that work, they gotta get paid. As a solo entrepreneur, if I shoot the videos, I'm getting the payment. If I shoot the pictures, I'm getting the payment. Now I may be the one working at 3:00 in the morning at night, but still don't get paid. While I watch somebody get paid that didn't put in the same amount of hours to me. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. So I'll talk about that. Maybe somebody listening can say, hey, Brother Ben, there's another way to do that, but that's what I've been doing. So just tell you my journey. So we'll get into that and all that and how that feels and what that looks like and all that. But yeah, man, I just want to talk about it, man, because other day I was like, man, let me start this series. I really, what I really like to do is vlog, but I be so overwhelmed with everything that I have to do. I don't do it. Y'all know how I used to do back in the day. I'm documenting my life. We driving and, you know, it's a little bit more than this, but I said, man, this is better than nothing. I can come back on this and look at this and say, hey, on January 30th, this was your mindset. This is where you was in the company. And in 6 months, here you are. You can at least see the mental growth. So I think this is better than nothing. So I'm going to strive to be consistent with this at least once a month, just to talk about the progress and the growth and things that I've learned and things that you can learn in your business as well. So I thank everybody who had questions. I thank everybody who engaged, shared, whatever the case may be. And I'll see y'all next week. Maybe. Peace.